Good evening, class. My name is Dewin Andujar. I am your instructor for this term, and I am very excited to be your professor. So, been teaching this class for a couple of terms already, and it's interesting that every time we have new term, it's like new challenge, right? Because some of you probably are already in the industry, or you have a strong background in programming, but some of you are new into programming, right? And some of you probably had never coded before, so it's kind of sometimes it's hard. So the first week, I want to go easy on everybody here, and I just want to give you a warm welcome to the class and tell you that you have made the best decision ever, not only to take this class but also to become a computer scientist and be one of those future engineers that we need, or software developers, software professionals that we need in the industry. So, once again, welcome to take this class. And I am eager to see everything that you not only are going to learn, but also what you are going to share with the class. So, I'm going to go over the module one or domain one expectations. And when it comes to what am I expecting from you, I want to just give you guys some information that are going to be, I guess, it's going to set up your successful term. And if you follow what I'm telling you, trust me, you wouldn't or you would not have any issue passing this class. The first thing is I believe in communication. Communication is key. And when I say that, I mean it. Some of you are gonna encounter a lot of issue through the class. Sometimes a student tends not to share their personal matters because I don't even want to know. That's okay. You don't have to share your personal matter with me, but at least let me know when you are not gonna meet the deadline. Why? Well, what happened if few, for instance, is going through a personal situation, something happened all of a sudden, and there is an assignment due that weekend. You can submit it, but then you reach out to me 2 weeks after the due date, and you want me to help you out uh, to grade the assignment or for anything when it comes to the assignment, giving you an extension. At that point, it will be very hard for me to even think about giving you an extension because I never heard anything about you, neither you requesting an extension. So please reach out. Let me know when you are going through tough situation, but at the same time, don't use any excuse all the time to be late for your assignment because I'm gonna track that. So I'm gonna track if you're one of those that are every week telling me, Professor, I can't submit the assignment because something happened in the family or something happened. I'm moving, and every week it's the same story. I will track that, and definitely you might not get the extension approved. But neither I'm going to oppose for any situation that you have that you need my help. That's what I'm here for. The other thing is, please make sure that you set up your environment early in the class. So I'm gonna teach you today. I'm gonna go over not only the Z book, but I'm also gonna go over the pie chart so that you set up your system. It is important and critical that you set up your system the first week, the first day, because that's what you're gonna need through the entire course. You can use a portal, but I also encourage you to use your local machine, install it, because you might face some issue in a portal, like you can do it or something happen, run it locally, submit the file. Another thing is, please be careful with copying and pasting things that you find online because other students have taken this course before. They share this stuff in GitHub, online, etc. You might tend to go online, grab those files, copy stuff, and send it because I'm gonna use Turnitin that you already know. And if the high score is it's above like 20 or 30%, I'm gonna tell you to do your work again, or you might get a zero. So the first time I'm gonna tell you to rework, a second time you're gonna get a zero from me because we put a lot of time into this. And when I do a work, I don't want nobody just to go and copy. You can use my work, but you need to do your own work. Okay, don't present anybody's work as yours. So I want you to have that clear. So now going to um, module one. So as you can see here, when you go into your weekly module, please make sure you look into this and you go to the entire uh, module or domain, if you want to call it like that. So the first week basically is an introduction to programming. We're going to explain the different components that you need to write your code, right? And also how you can apply basic Pythons. If you're really good in Python right now, congratulations, you're ahead of the game. But if it is your first time taking Python, I'll tell you, learn it, take it to the heart, especially if you want to be like in AI, machine learning later on. Python is number one programming language, and I encourage you to take it. So I have shared with other students previously some links that you can take Python for free. You can go to w3school.com. They have an entire course over there for Python. You can go and take it free. You got also python.org, courses that are free. So there's tons of resources available to your disposal so that you can be good at Python if you want to be really good at this. Okay. So in domain one, as you can see here, there are some notes that I want to share with you. There are some assignments that I want you to please look into this. I want you to read. And one of the things that you're going to be reading about are like variables. What are variables when we come to programming? Okay. Um, that is something that's going to be clear from first, like day one. How can you declare a variable? What's the meaning of a variable? Okay. When we're talking about variables, basically, it is like taking calling something, giving a value to something, for instance. And this is what is kind of like let me see if I have an example here. For instance, f number, it's a variable, okay, and then f number is equal to 3.2. It's just saying this variable here has a value that is 3.2. Now when it comes to
3.2
computer, when it comes to computer, a variable is no more than a location in memory. So this is fnum or fnum. You can put anything else there. You can put like name or a number and something else. So that was what a variable is. It just is a naming convention basically that holds a space in your memory so that you can allocate that space for a value that you're going to add in there. Now, it's always important to know that variable needs to align to the meaning. So let's say if you're going to use a vehicle's color, you want to make things of your variable. You want to say, for instance, like car underscore color equal to like, I don't know, blue. You're not going to say numbers underscore family equal to car's color. It doesn't make sense. So you want to make sure that your variables actually make sense with the value that you are adding into, because that's going to make sense for us when we are reading the document or when I am reviewing your code. Variable needs to make sense with the declaration of the variable that you are using. Something simple like that. Thing that you're going to see this week, introduction to Python, obviously. You're going to see that. This tidbits, it is important for you to go over this because what you're gonna see here is some explanation about computer, like understanding the values and also how computer actually works, and then it gives you some idea of the things that we're gonna be working on, kind of to explain in a simple terms that you can use it, that you can go over that. The books is there and how to use ZBook. I'm gonna go about like explaining ZBook. I know some of you has a tons of questions and you're gonna have tons of problems. And others people are gonna be like, "Why my grade are not populating in ZBook? I did that assignment, I passed it, but I don't see my grade." I'm gonna explain you that in a few seconds. So please read the material. I'm not gonna go over all of this because you're gonna go over that during the week. So I don't want to take all of the time to do this. But let me just keep going. So introduction to Python. There are some assignments that are no graded, so please take it. So that's gonna basically test your knowledge, and it will give you basically an assessment of where you are, how much you know, etc. So do that. How to use ZBook. This is one advice for ZBook. Please access ZBook through this module. Don't go to zbook.com or no, do not use any other link because it's going to take you somewhere else. It's going to take you to a different class. And warning, if you took this class before, you might please make sure that the assignment belongs to this class because you might probably have the same issue as previous students where they were doing the assignment and they were actually working on their previous class that they took before, whether they fail or whether they passed the class but that course is still there. It was never removed. So make sure that you are doing your zbook in the right course. So when I said the right course, make sure it is IT 140, 12027, and it is the class that you are taking. Okay. Pie chart, please. This is a PDF document that we have here for your pie chart. Just follow this instruction. It's gonna help you. And if you don't understand this, it's easy. This is what you're gonna do. Let me go back here. This is what you're gonna do. Simple, right? You're gonna go just google.com, right? Google about your best friend, my best friend. You're gonna go to google.com and you're gonna go here. What you're gonna do, you're gonna do pie chart, right? Pie charm right here, community downloads. And then you're gonna just go the first link and you're gonna go here. And then you gotta pick your system. If it's a window or if it's a Linux. So in this case, I have a Windows, you just click download, then you're gonna download it and do the whole installation. Just follow this instruction here. If you have any question, let me know. One thing that I want you to do is please follow this instruction step by step because if you don't, you're gonna have issue when you're trying to load the files. When you're trying to load the files, it's like, oh, we can find it, or the repository is empty, or this folder is empty. So make sure that you do this carefully because you need to connect your file where PyChart can find it. And when you create your project, follow these instructions. I'm telling you, if you don't, you're gonna have issues. And I know you're gonna probably reach out to me. I'm here, I'm gonna be here to help you out, but follow the instructions so that way you don't have any issue. Okay. So there are some video here that we have. You can go and check those videos. They're gonna help you very well. And this is my favorite always, because I know some people forget about this. Do your discussion. Do your discussion. The weekly discussion, do it on time. Don't forget to provide two feedbacks to your classmates. It is important that you do this because if you don't, then you're gonna get a zero for the feedback. So just do it. Go straight to the point. Just don't. You don't have to write these questions again if you don't want it. But please give me some information. Just don't give me one line sentence. No, give me more information. I want you to think out of the box. Give me more information. Okay? You are in college. I need to see college information here. I'm not looking for like an English. This is not an English class. So if there's some grammar, I might let you know, but this is not the purpose of this class. Definitely, I want you to write good English, write your paper the right way, grammatically right, no error, no syntax error, nothing like that. But please give me more information. Um, ZBook. You see how am I gonna go to ZBook right away? This is ZBook right here, where you're gonna be working and do your assignment. Please do your assignment. Here, the first one is gonna talk about variables, what it is, how it works, and you're gonna have um some projects you're gonna have to work on. Now, it is important here when you do your activities, when you do your assignment, because there are some lab participation that you are not gonna see the grade right away. You're gonna take it, and those grades are not gonna populate in your grade book. I'm gonna have myself manually to come inside here and print it and then manually enter those grades. So don't worry if you don't see in your grade books those are the grade for those lab activities. Okay, I'm gonna take care of that. You do your participation, you do the assignment that you have to do, and please do it right. Take your time to do it, do some online research, and make sure that you pass all of them because every point counts. You understand? Every point counts, and I want you to be successful in the class, but you have to do it. So do not worry if you don't see the assignment, okay? If you don't see the lab activity grade in your grade book, okay? So basically, these are the lab that you're gonna see here. I don't gonna go over this right now. So if you have any question, just let me know. This is the way you're gonna be doing the labs activities. You're gonna read it about it. They're gonna give you some example here of some input values, and then you're gonna have to do the assignment here where you're gonna put. So if you have any question, just let me know. Let me see what else we have, and you're gonna have the review for program for the project one. So there are two projects in the class, as you probably already read about it. So and the project one would be due in domain of module five. So start learning all of this because you're gonna utilize it. You're gonna like utilize your knowledge for module. And this is module two, which we're not gonna go over that. But as I said, this is the way I'm gonna do it. So when I come here, you guys, I'm gonna be looking at all the assignments. And when you finish your assignment or your zbook, I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna go to the report, and I'm gonna myself say week one, I'm gonna print it, I'm gonna download it. Then this is the way I'm gonna look into those participation lab activities that you don't see the grade, and I'm gonna see how well you did or how bad, and I'm gonna manually put the grade based on how many points you got. So it is important that you do that. In pie chart, the community version, let me show you quick. You should have something similar like um it's supposed to get something similar to this when you can create a new project, and then just you can put a name, create it, and your pie chart should load like this. You see, this is the way it should be. It should look something like that. You can have your pie chart here. You can just new file, Python file. You can say something like practice, open it up, and this is your file here. Then you start writing your code. When you execute the code, you're gonna see you have this like run here. When you run it, you're gonna see this screen over here telling you the output of your project. So I think I have a video ready how to do this, which I'm gonna share with you guys. So if you have any questions, this video is almost 20 minutes. This is too long. So I apologize for the long video, but I think at least the first week is require me to kind of go over this and show you. So if you have any question, please reach out. So I wish you all my best, and I'm very reachable. Send me a message if you need it. If you have any question, if you wanna have a one-on-one, etc. But please do the best you can before you reach out to me. I need to see that you try. Don't tell me, hey, I didn't know how to even download PyChart. Go to Google, go to YouTube, do research. You're in a computer science class, so I need you guys to think as a scientist. Scientists, we go out, find answers for questions, and that is based on research and development, testing, figuring out things. We think out of the box. So I need you guys, even though this is a kind of like an introduction to a scripting or Python, I need you to think out of the box and give me the best that you have. Okay, so this is why I'm gonna spend all my time with you because you're spending all of your time to be the best out of the best. So good luck to all of you. And as I say once again, I am very excited to be your professor for this term. Thank you very much. And if you have any question, send me an email. Bye bye.